I imagine you started to notice that everything we learn in music and guitar has applicability somewhere else and will show up in other songs and other situations. That's the case today with the song we've been aiming toward, Kryptonite by Three Doors Down. We learned that our chord progressions are 1, 4, and 5. Those are the primary chords in major keys. In C, we would have C, F, and G. We learned that in C, our relative minor is A minor. So we could have A minor songs that have the chords from C, C, F, and G with A minors. The A minor could be the 6 in the key of C, or it could actually be the first chord in the song and become the 1. We saw then that that idea moves into every key. In the key of G, the 1, 4, and 5 are G, C, and D. The relative minor is E minor. We learned that early on with the Green Day song. We saw it recently in Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. In D, we have D, G, and A. Bad Moon Rising was a great example where we had the D, the A, and the G in that order. Those same chords went into the Summer of '69, but we added the relative minor, the B minor. The chorus starts off with B minor, but it's the 6 in D. So we had Ds and As, 1s and 5s, and then the B minor, A, D, G, B minor, A, D, and G. 6, 5, 1. So that's the key of D, key signature of D. D, G, and A with a relative minor, B minor. In the key signature of C, we saw that we could have C, F, G, and A minors. Don't Fear the Reaper had A minor with the open G string, making it an A minor 7. We don't even need the pointer here. G, we only need 2 notes because we're not getting up to the top strings. F will have 2 notes of the power chord and a couple of open strings, so it's F6, 9. G, A minor, G. So that's songs in the key signature of C, but in the key of A minor. It also went from the F to the E chord, which is the 5 for A minor. So the minor chord can have all of the notes from the key of C and all of the chords from those. So C's, F's, G's, A minors, D minors, E minors, but it can also convert that E into a major chord for its 5th. In Hurt by Johnny Cash, we saw our first example of an A minor song going through those arpeggios. And we weren't sure, or I wasn't sure, if it was actually in the key signature of C, and those D sus2s were reflective of that, or if those were actually D major chords in the key of G. When I hear it, I'm pretty sure we're in the key of G. The F just sounds like a flat 7 in that key. We've got the A minor, C, D sus, A minor, C, and then the chorus, we've hit the A minor, and the G goes to A minor 7, an F, and a C chord. Actually, I forgot the pinky up here, so we've got G with the pinky on the top, A minor still has the pinky up there, this F sus2 has the pinky, and so does the C. So there we have the C, F, G chords and the A minor, and those 2 minor songs are arpeggiated. This one including open strings as we move from chord to chord, which all shows up in Kryptonite by Three Doors Down. We've seen a D song would be D, G, and A, and the relative minor is B minor. Although we're in D in the Summer of '69, the chorus could start on a B minor. In Kryptonite, we have the substitution of the 1 chord with a relative minor. So just like this chorus started on B minor and used the G's and A's, all of Kryptonite does. It's in the key of B minor, in the key signature of D, using the G and the A, the 4 and 5 from the key of D. And then it later uses E's and F sharps. Technically, in the key of D, those would be the 2 and the 3 minor chords. In the key of B minor, they could either of them or both of them be made into major. Most charts I see will treat them both as minor, as though they're derived from the original key of D, but they're usually played primarily as power chords, so you don't really have to hear the major or the minor sense of them. So we get B minor, Very similar ideas to Don't Fear the Reaper. We're going to arpeggiate this. 4 strings in the middle of the guitar. Pause on the second string, and then come back. So strings 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 3 and 4 again. G, a small arpeggio of 4 strings, exactly the same G from Don't Fear the Reaper. Instead of an F, we go to the A though, because we're in the key signature of D, where A's are the 5s. And an open B. The open strings, just as I said here, actually afford us a chance to move from one chord to the other. We'll also see this in House of the Rising Sun one day when we do another A minor song with arpeggios. So we get the B minor chord. As we move to the G chord, you hit the open 3rd string. Great training here. I'll go in super slow-mo as I hit that open G string. My hand has been freeing up from the B minor into the G chord. Look at that movement. The anchor finger, the pointer of the B minor, stays there as I go into G. You don't remove the hand and then come and find a G and then come and find an A. You play the B minor, open the 3rd string as you move to G. As you play these open strings, you move to the A. It could have been a real A, but you remove that finger as you move into the B minor. Those are the anchor fingers that I would want to use. Make use of the open string while you're changing chords. So here's B minor again. Open G string as I go to a G chord. Open G string as I go to the A. Now I've been telling you that you don't build chords one note at a time. When you start learning guitar, you almost have to. You'll make a C, and with this finger planted, you can work your way to the other notes. After a time though, you want all your chords to be able to come down in unison, B minor included. From wherever you are, you want to be able to make B minor all at once. This song, though, kind of reminds me of a Toyota factory. It's just enough, just in time. You can play your A sus2. As I arpeggiate the B minor, I can place the B note, the F sharp, the B, the D. That's why I love this song. It's a great exercise for getting the B minor from the bottom up, power chord, pinky, and middle finger, instead of getting locked into some other shape that you try and force your way into. It's a great trainer for B minor at any tempo. Go really slow when you're practicing. Get things right. In the G, we go from the low string to the 3rd, to the 4th, to the 3rd. And on the A sus, we hit the root and then the top 3 strings coming down. And then we have the chorus. This is a heavy distorted guitar. I'll continue on my acoustic, of course. B minor, G and A, power chords, B. It's really a B5. I'm not hitting the whole minor chord, but I like to hold it anyway. B, E5, F sharp, B, G, A. So there we get the chords from the key of D, G, and A. And then the 4 and the 5 of the B. So it's like we get the 4 and 5 of D. And then the 4 and 5 of B. flat, and then the B. And these can be palm muted. And that's your first song in B minor. Compare it to your key of D, compare it to your songs in A minor, and compare those to the key of C. See how they all tie together, and all our roads are coming together into one idea. That's it for Friday night. Have a good one, guys.